brought to you by Premium Times on Citizen FM 93.7. I am Titi Lokwe Fadari. On today's episode of Premium Times Half Hour, we'll be discussing two opposing reactions to the intake of COVID-19 vaccination in Kano State. This Premium Times' special report revealed that while some residents were encouraged to take the vaccine because it is required for pilgrimage trips, some set of people decided to stay away from it because of previous health disaster in Kano State. We'll be joined by Nike Adebowale Tambe, a Premium Times correspondent on the Health and Development Desk who worked on this report. And I'm so excited to have my lovely co-presenters with me here in the studio. Queen Esther, it's been a while. How are you doing?
I'm fine, Titi. Happy New Year.
I mean, I'm so happy that you're here to have this conversation with me. And for the first time, we have Kozim Suleiman.
Yay.
Yeah. Thank you very much for having me.
Yeah, and Kozim Suleiman is one person you'll be looking forward to in subsequent episodes. Okay, so on this show, Premium Times Half Hour, we discuss important issues. Premium Times is Nigeria's leading investigative and accountability platform. We bring this show to you weekly as part of our mandate of providing the information you need to make informed decisions. This show spotlights exclusive reports produced by Premium Times' reporters, from in-depth investigations and unique analyses to human angle stories. This is an audience-centered program, meaning you'll be able to join us and share your opinion. The phone numbers to call are 090 32 22 97 97, 090 32 22 97 97, 081 82 22 22 05, again 081 82 22 22 05, and lastly 080 82 22 20 37, again 080 82 22 20 37. Before I delve into today's special report, Queen Esther, Kozim will take or will share some interesting reports that Premium Times published during the week.
All right. Thank you very much, Titi Lokwe. So here are some of the interesting reports published by Premium Times during the week. And the first is an editorial titled "Resolving National Assembly's Constitutional Amendment Quagmire." So this editorial noted that the process to further amend the 1999 Constitution by the 9th National Assembly hit the rocks, as 25 states' houses of assembly have not voted on the alterations, and this is more than 6 months after they were transmitted to them as stipulated by the Constitution. Now, the report stated that despite the alterations suffering stillbirth, it contains provisions that deal with some of Nigeria's existential challenges, of which it canvasses for resolution of the setback. Also, Premium Times published an investigation that exposed persons who sell COVID-19 vaccination cards in Lagos State without giving jabs and selling fake but authentic results. Now, this might sound tricky, but when you get on the Premium Times newspaper and read the story, it becomes clearer. And interestingly, this report got the attention of the health officials where these cards are being sold, and the culprits have been handed over to the police. And lastly, a Premium Times special report detailed how schooling for pupils in some parts of Niger State was halted because other people who were forcibly displaced by Boko Haram in the same Niger State have taken over the classes and are now being used as IDP camps.
All right, thank you, Kozim. I'll take a short break, and when I return, we're joined by Nike Adebowale Tambe, a colleague who traveled to Kano State to detail the reactions of the residents to COVID-19 vaccination. Stay tuned.
Send your NIN by SMS to either 55019 or 66019. A profile code of
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Premium Times Half Hour, brought to you by Premium Times on Citizen FM 93.7. We're discussing a two-part series special report that looked into two different factors that encouraged and discouraged Kano State residents' intake of COVID-19 vaccines. Nike Adeboale Tambe, a Premium Times senior reporter on the Health and Development Desk, who worked on this report, will give us an elaborate feel of her report while she was on the field. But before she joins me to share her side of the story, let me provide a brief background. The first part of the report series starts with the story of Abdullahi Idris, a resident of Kano State, who accepted to take the COVID-19 vaccine because of his plans to go on the Islamic pilgrimage to Saudi Arabia. And interestingly, this appears as one of the major reasons that spurred high acceptance of the vaccines by the residents who had initially sworn never to take the vaccine due to many reasons, such as the fear of becoming impotent. And this is because the Saudi Arabia government announced that only fully vaccinated persons will be granted access to its kingdom, which left many intending pilgrims no choice but to be vaccinated. But is this really sustainable? Well, on the flip side, the second part of the series explained the failed intervention of Pfizer in quelling a terrible meningitis outbreak in Kano State in 1996, which led to the death of some children and others being disabled, and it made residents reject their COVID-19 vaccine. But let me stop right here and invite Nike Adeboale Tambe, who traveled to Kano State to tell this story and provide more information on it. Do not forget, you can call in to join us on this conversation. The following numbers are 090 32 22 97 97, 090 32 22 97 97, 081 82 22 22 05, 081 82 22 22 05, 080 82 22. I'll take that again, sorry. 080 82 22 20 37, 080 82 22 20 37. Nike, I'm really excited you are joining us for the first time. How are you doing this morning?
Hello. I'm so happy to be here today. Thank you, Titi.
All right. So tell me, the religious clause of hindering the pilgrims to actually travel because you need to get your COVID-19 vaccine to travel. Well, it has portend like a positive outlook, basically. But is that what, from your conversations with experts, do they consider it as a sustainable approach? Is it something that would actually last for long? What do you think about this?
Okay, thank you so much. So the story basically reviews Hajj, where the religion aspect, as a factor encouraging COVID-19 vaccination in Kano State. However, you agree with me that this is an annual event. It's not something that comes up every time, once in a year. Do you understand? So we can't say it's a sustainable approach. I would just describe it as a timely approach. Or let's consider it as a timely approach, yes. Probably when Hajj is getting closer, people go take the vaccine. Do you understand? But what if this event does not come up when there's no Hajj? Are you saying people will not get vaccinated? So there will be other factors that contribute to vaccination. I just pointed religion as a major one.
Okay.
So one thing I actually found interesting about the report is Idris, who believed that who believed that taking the vaccine would make him infertile and impotent and all of that. Did you witness any other misconception among the residents in the States?
Definitely. There are a lot of misconceptions out there about COVID-19 vaccines, and not just COVID-19, honestly, about vaccination generally. I think I had stuff like for this COVID-19 vaccine now, apart from the fact that it could make you impotent or infertile, I had stuff like the Europeans are trying to put chips in our body to monitor us and all of that. Then I had stuff like it's a way to put 666 marks on your body. As a matter of fact, let's leave Kanu for now. I remember the time Nigeria received its first batch of Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine. I was part of the journalists that went to the airport to actually receive the deliveries. When I was about leaving the house, my mom asked where I was going to. I said I was going to the airport to receive vaccine. She shouted, no, you can't take the vaccine. Our pastor said this. I said, I'm not going to take the vaccine. We're just going to receive it. Do you understand? So then, aside that, you hear stuff like your skin will become magnetic after taking the vaccine. There are lots of funny stuffs out there. So that's just one of many.
I can imagine rather how it would turn my skin into magnets. Right? I mean, remember, this is an audio-centered program, meaning you can start calling us right away to share your opinion on this report. The phone numbers to call are 090 32 22 97 97, 090 32 22 97 97, 081 82 22 20 and 2205, 081 82 22 2205, 080 82 22 20 37, 080 82 22 20 37. Kazim.
Yes, thank you for being here, Mrs. Tambe. You know, in the second part of your story, you established how, the ugly aftermath of the Pfizer vaccination of meningitis in 1996 actually made a lot of people in Kano State specifically to be skeptical about the vaccine. Now, it's obviously we cannot, easily brush that away. But do you think stuff like pilgrimage is just the only factor that kind of encourage people, or there are other factors that you like to share with them?
All right. Okay, thank you. So like I mentioned earlier, I said that the ad event is just one of the many factors that encourage persons to take the vaccines. Fine, they got affected by the Pfizer disaster in 1996. You understand? But you'd agree with me that some persons have come to realize that either you take it or not, vaccination has its own importance. You can't take away the importance of vaccination. We have stuff like polio, which vaccination has actually helped Nigeria to completely eliminate. You understand? Nigeria is actually free of polio. We're certified polio-free, I think, August 2020, about 2 years ago or so. So, apart from the Pfizer disaster and all of that, they've still accepted that vaccination is important, and it's something that can actually help them prevent diseases, keep their children safe. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Nike. Dear listeners, you can call us to weigh in on this conversation. The phone numbers to call are 090 32 22 97 97, 32 22 97 97, 081 82 22 22 05, 081 82 22 22 05, and lastly 080 82 22 20 37, 080 82 22 20 37.
Yeah, so Nike, for those who initially swore that they would not take it, but then they were forced to take it because of Hajj and all of that, did their preconception change afterwards? Did their mindset change afterwards? And do you think they are going to be part of people who advocate for people to take the vaccine?
Yeah, it sure did. Because if we look at Idris's case, he said he thought he was going to be impotent, right? And at the time he took the vaccine, I didn't go immediately, he took it. Do you understand? So it's been a while, and obviously he's not impotent because he was actually smiling, even talking to some persons there, because they have this group of persons, I don't know, maybe they are residents or even people come from far, they just gather around the COVID-19 vaccination center to actually talk about vaccination, they talk about the rumors and all of that. And that day I met him, he was actually encouraging someone to take the vaccine, which someone did. Yes, so I think it actually changed their perspective about it.
That's interesting to hear, because misinformation is one big deal, not just in Nigeria, across the world. So, and of course, there are still misinformation around the COVID-19 vaccine still ongoing. And I would like you to share with us the strategies that you have seen, being employed by the state government and health experts to make sure that they dispel these misinformation.
Okay, so spread of fake and wrong information during a pandemic, epidemic, and all of that is almost inevitable. It's not something we can take away when there's a pandemic or epidemic. So people come up with different stories and tend to share as far as they can. You see on your WhatsApp, you see broadcast messages, please do not do this, do not do that. You understand? And you won't blame some. Okay, we're well educated and probably will ignore some of those messages, but there are people that will actually believe them because some of those messages are well written. You think it's coming from like proper official source and all of that. So, but what, according to the Kanu officials I spoke with, they said they've been working with social media influencers, religious and traditional rulers to ensure that people understand the essence of this vaccination to them. You agree with me that religious and traditional rulers actually have a powerful hold on these people? Like, imagine what I said about my mom. The vaccine had not even come. I just thought I was going to receive the first batch, and she's already convinced that she's not taking it because her pastor said. Do you understand? So they've been working with religious and traditional rulers to ensure that these people actually take this vaccine. When a religious leader tell them, if you travel to northern part of Nigeria very well, you know that when a religious or traditional ruler tells them to do something, they listen.
Absolutely.
It's like that's all they need. That's all the conviction they need to actually take that particular thing. So then aside that, from Kano State, generally, at the outset of the pandemic, the executive director of MPACD, Faisal Shoaibu, he said they've been working with religious leaders even before the vaccine comes. That they've been working with religious leaders to tell their members and all of that this vaccine that is coming, it's for our own good, it's to keep us safe, it's to keep everybody alive. So that's just it.
All right, thank you, Nike, for providing more insight into your report. We'll go on a short break, and when we return, we get more updates from Premium Times. Stay with us.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely update on politics, entertainment, sport, and business, visit our website on www.premiumtimesng.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. Don't miss out.
Welcome back. If you're just joining us, this is Premium Times Half Hour, brought to you by Premium Times on Citizen FM 93.7. We'll be discussing a Premium Times special report revealing that while some residents have been encouraged to take the vaccine due to the requirements from the Saudi Arabian government to embark on pilgrimage, some others have refused or stayed back away from taking the vaccine as a result of a previous health disaster in the state. Sadly, this is where we round off today's episode. Before I go, Queen Esther would share some updates from Premium Times that were published during the week.
Okay, so first we published an editorial titled Resolving National Assembly's Constitutional Amendment Quagmire. The editorial noted that the process to further amend the 1999 Constitution by the 9th Assembly hit the rocks, as 25 state houses of assembly have not yet voted on the alterations, more than 6 months after they were transmitted to them as constitutionally stipulated. The report, however, stated that despite the alteration suffering stillbirth, it contains provisions that deal with some of the country's existential challenges, of which it canvasses for resolution of the setbacks. Premium Times also published an investigation that exposed persons who sell COVID-19 vaccination cards in Lagos State without giving jabs and sell fake but authentic test results. Interestingly, this report got the attention of the health officials where these cards are sold, and the culprits have been handed over to the police. And then lastly, Premium Times published a special report that detailed how the schooling for pupils in Niger State got halted because persons who were forcibly displaced by Boko Haram have taken over their classes, which are now used as their camps.
All right, this is where we round off today's episode. I hope you had a fantastic time with us. Make sure you keep it a date with us on Premium Times Half Hour every Thursday at 11:05 on Citizen FM 93.7. Again, this show is brought to you by Premium Times, the leading multimedia news platform, which serves you every minute stories that help you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable. We have cartoons, videos, podcasts, and other interesting content for your delight. For timely updates on on politics, entertainment, sports, and business, visit our website www.premiumtimesnj.com and follow us on all our social media platforms. It's good to have again Queen Esther Iranusi, Kozim Suleiman, and Nike Adeboali Tambi.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for having us.
All right, we'll be here again, same time, same day next week. From all my co-presenters and I, do have a lovely weekend.
Investigations, special reports, analysis, and breaking news. Premium Times, a leading multimedia news platform, brings to you every minute stories that helps you make informed decisions and hold public officials, individuals, and organizations accountable.